Hello, I'm Nwokora from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
And I'm Russell Kennedy from the School of Communication and Creative Arts.
And we're here to talk to you about yousay-wesay, an international public opinion polling exercise. Russell, why yousay-wesay?
Yousay-wesay. I mean, the idea came out of a realisation or a frustration about the lack of input the rest of the world has in the US politics, considering the effect of the US on the rest of the world. So what was a mechanism or a way we could actually get that message about the US elections back to the US, but also gauge the opinions of the rest of the world? So, Zim, what about you? Yousay-wesay, what do you think?
Well, I think yousay-wesay is an exciting opportunity to explore a question that I've often wondered about as a political scientist, but about which we have very little data. So we have a vast amount of information about American domestic public opinion on the election from many years out all the way up till election day. But when it comes to the foreign public, we know that there's a lot of interest, but we don't actually know the structure of that interest, how people engage, their different views, and so on. So from that standpoint, I thought this is an interesting exercise. And as the project is developed, one of the most innovative aspects has been the incorporation of different disciplines into the whole exercise. And that's been exciting, and I've learned a lot. And I think the project is strengthened a great deal by having design expertise, artificial intelligence expertise, all wrapped up in this really interesting project. Russell, let me ask you your views about yousay-wesay from a design perspective. So from a design perspective, why is it an interesting project?
Yeah, very much so. It's, we often see design as an interlocutor of all disciplines because it's really about communication design. It's about connecting communication design with communication more generally, political science, for example. But this project demonstrates how design can work on multiple levels. And the website, as people will see, will feature the normal mechanisms of or design techniques of branding, communication, illustration, layout, but also the user interface design and also the user experience design is very much a part of it. And all combined, it makes that connection to the other disciplines and also to the general public more possible. And we also have a mechanism in there to visualise data. So as the data is gathered, it can be visualised graphically, which then enhances the user experience because the viewer or the user or the participant keeps coming back for more information.
Excellent.
What about from your point of view as a political scientist?
Well, from a political science point of view, I think that we're tapping information that is practically important but rarely studied. So there's a relatively thin literature exploring international public opinion on US elections, US presidential elections in particular, even though there are intuitive reasons to say that this is a really important event. And it's an important event not just because the international public are interested in it, it's important because it has practical consequences for them. So what the US does globally matters for publics in many countries because of the United States' importance as a global political, economic, social and cultural actor. And we also know that international public opinion sets the scene for American policymakers. So that is, if you like, an environment in which their policies must be implemented. So it's important that they understand how publics feel about the American election and about American politics more broadly. And finally, I think particularly at this juncture in history, right, at this moment, the United States presidential election embodies a contest of ideas and ideologies around, if you like, the populism associated with Donald Trump and the progressivism and ideologies associated with Kamala Harris. So I think that however this election plays out, that issue conflict will be part of how people interpret it. And that's an issue conflict, an ideological competition that has relevance for many other countries as well.
Mm. And I think also, given that this is a survey where individuals participate through social media, creates that point of difference because nothing's been done like this before. And it gives individuals around the world to express their thoughts and opinions And whether it be in the middle of the Pacific or Antarctica or Greenland or anywhere, their voice will be heard. And that's quite unique.
Absolutely. And it's unique, but also very timely. We're making the most out of technological innovation, and we're responding to an important limitation with polling, which is that people no longer respond to polls the way they used to. It's hard to generate populations for polling, and yet we have this underutilized resource that is social media. And in a sense, I think that the You Say, We Say project attempts to exploit these opportunities in real time with graphic imagery as well. So, yeah.
And we're hoping we do get participation, because the success of this project will be about the engagement, and the more people that participate, the more accurate the results will be.
Absolutely. So we don't want to know who you are, but we do want to know your views.
Yep.
Thank you very much, and please stay tuned for the launch of You Say, We Say.
We're all looking forward to it.